keeps playing silly games, but when I'm about to bring the pain, we seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light, see the light.
You want the other song after this, or okay?
Yes, living single. Yes. We are living single. Yeah. The voice of reason is back in the building. You already know what it is. It's KBLA Talk 1580. I'm the man with the topics, man. I'm not finna play with you. You understand? Who remembers Living Single? That was one of my favorite shows back in the day, man. Fox was popping. Fox had Living Single, had it In Living Color, Martin. I mean, Fox was New York Undercover. Yeah. Yeah, man. That was a great time, man. Fox jumped it off with the black folks. Tonight's topic, though, you know I'm finna get on your heads. You know I gotta do it. It's very important that I do it. You know, this relationship stuff is serious. It's very serious. The fate of the entire community rests on our ability to heal. And if we don't have these type of conversations, then healing just won't happen. Healing just won't manifest itself. And we really need to heal. It's very important that we do the work. Because when we heal on an individual level, the house gets better. Listen to what I'm saying. When I say the house, I mean anybody you bring into that house, right? In a relational context, you know, you have a better shot at having a meaningful relationship when you do your work. Man, but as I've prefaced in many shows, we are the insane clown posse. What do you mean, Zo? We live in an insane society. So in living in an insane society, we have a lot of coping mechanisms that we use to make this insanity make some type of sense. And tonight's topic is, listen, man, I'm not letting you off the hook. You already know it's a caller-driven show. The number to dial. Yes, we're in Arkham Asylum. Oh, Bellevue. Tonight's topic, I'm not letting you off the hook, is the single life becoming sexier than the monotonous monogamy of matrimony. A deeper look at the single life and its hidden benefits. A lot of people don't think there's benefits to being by yourself, but there are. Oh, there are. But I'm going to outline the insanity a lot of people use to justify being single. True or false? Romantic love is largely an illusion. I'm here to say true. What say you? I believe that love, real love, right? Unconditional, that high vibrational consciousness level that unifies itself. Well, I can't even say it unifies itself. It is God, right? But romantic love, true or false? Is romantic love largely an illusion? True or false? Many of us aren't sane enough to be in a fulfilling and healthy relationship. Listen to that question. I'm going to say true. Many of us are too insane to be in a healthy relationship. True or false? Some black men and women choose to stay single because they believe many potential suitors are economically unattractive. Oh Lord, what's your FICO score? That's tomorrow. But you're economically unattractive? Oh God. An insane society produces insane concepts. Love is not enough. That's an insane concept. I can do bad all by myself. Most of you do anyway. When we come forward, is the single life becoming sexier than the monotonous monogamy of matrimony? Call me 1-800-920-1580. The Voice of Reason is live on KBLA Talk.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings will disappear. You're listening to the Voice of Reason.
Playing on social media.
Y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's hit that like button. Let's get the like button cracking.
Now, fast home internet can be free with ACP discount. It's the federally
Shalom.
funded affordable connectivity.
What up, everybody?
ACP, and it
Miss
offers
JB,
$30 a month in
Paparazzi,
discounts for households enrolled in
Bonetta,
programs like CalFresh,
Haru
Medi-Cal, and
Ali,
Call 866
Terrell King,
1825
Truemonger,
today. That's 866
Dictionary,
1825
Empire Foundation. Everybody's up in here. Nikki Tyson. Let's go. Her transform. Let's A Brit Atwater.
Maybe your best friend too.
E Mad up in here. Deanna, Nikki Love.
Look over at each other, and then he
Who
puts
else?
his head back.
Taj Dollars.
Allstate.
Come on, man, we in here. Eric.
A whole lot less.
Elixir.
You're in good hands with Allstate. Click, call, or visit Allstate.
Jeff Brown.
Today. Allstate and affiliates.
Brother Jeffrey.
Availability, terms, and conditions.
KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey, Jeff, I got to come see you, man.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminding you when we
I don't know what you're doing on the weekend, Jeff,
Mexican American Legal Defense and Education.
but I got to come to Dina, man, and see you.
Is the nation's leading Latino legal civil rights organization. Their commitment is to protect
Robert
and defend the
Crawford
rights of
is in the
all people
building.
living in the U.S. and the constitutional rights of all Americans. MALDEF opened its doors in 1968 in San Antonio, Texas, inspired by the civil
Hell
legal battles of the
is
African
low.
community. and
Welcome to the
fueled by
show.
Pervasive discrimination against Latinos. MALDEF was consciously modeled on the NAACP Legal Defense and Educational Fund. MALDEF's litigation and advocacy efforts led to new laws and policies with wide-ranging impact on the Latino community
I don't know the
and
words.
the nation as a whole. To volunteer, make a donation, or seek assistance, visit maldef.org. That's MALDEF.org. This is a community call to action.
Bring weed.
Talk 1580.
Hi, I'm Doug.
Live in a minute.
Hey, you know I don't smoke no damn weed, man.
Is a top priority. But do you know that the rising cost of the long-term
Jeff Brown said bring weed. That's a rumor I'm spreading.
Be aware that cost isn't
No,
covered
seriously
by health
though, Jeff, I
insurance,
gotta come through.
Medicare,
I gotta
or the
check on
VA.
you, man.
Even short nursing home stays can wipe out your family savings. Attorney Zoran Basic and his firm, Nursing Home Solutions, can help most middle-class
Yes,
families
sir.
qualify
Mad
for
Max
nursing
up
home
in
benefits
here.
to be paid by the state.
Everybody hit the
You've
like
heard
button.
Zoran
Let's go,
Basic
let's go,
on
let's
the show,
go.
And you remember that These are benefits.
Y'all
that
see
you
the phone
have
number,
earned. Protect your
1-800-920-1580.
assets
We
that have
about to get
taken a
lit.
lifetime to build. Keep the savings, the family home, and the business. Call Zoran at Nursing Home Solutions at 800-773-6467. Nursing Home Solutions does not require in-person meetings. The phone number is 800-773-6467. That's 800-773-6467. Or
Hey,
log
the
on to
app is way better.
nhscare.com for Nursing Home Solutions.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Come on now. You know that playlist is real. Every little thing you do makes me smile. I'd tie you up a while. One by one. I don't want to get too serious. Hey! Yeah. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason is in here, man. Let me tell you something. Single life can feel just like that record. Come on now. I'm living the single. Hey, right here. Life. Come on. I'm trying to tell you, man. The single life could feel as good as that record. But many of us misuse the single life. Many of us are single because we are afraid to relate. We're afraid to be vulnerable. And relationships force you to be real. Do you understand me? Relationships force you to look at yourself. So oftentimes people just say, you know what? I ain't gonna do it. It's too much drama. I didn't sign up for this. But the reality of it is you don't want to look at yourself in the form of another person. I told you before. People say, oh, well, what about pair bonding? I told you before. Don't you know your triggers and your trauma and your unhealed darkness is also dating? So you try to cover it up with the accoutrement. Let's go to the Hollywood Bowl. Dave Chappelle is performing. You try to cover it up with activities. Let's go to let's go to Ruth Chris. You try to cover it up with doing, but relationship will never let you escape from you. I told you before, the worst place to hide is in a relationship. First off, a relationship is a library for lies. And most of us are unskilled librarians. We forget where we put the books. I put this lie over here on this shelf, and most of us forget we're not good librarians. You see, so relationship is going to try to force you to be the quick books of lies. Okay, my lies are stored over here, but then you got to tell it again. And just like Paul on the road to Damascus, first Paul said, well, I saw Jesus, but I couldn't hear him. And then he told the story again and said, well, I heard the voice of Jesus, but I didn't see him. Now, let me tell you something about lies. You can't mix up senses. Either you saw Jesus or you didn't. Either you heard his voice or you didn't. See, let me tell you now, you can't lie in relationship for long. Relationship is going to reveal you. And many people avoid being in a relationship because they don't want to be found out. This is why there's so many power dynamics. I got the money. It don't matter if I lied. I'm paying for the Uncle Ben's rice. I'm paying for the oil change. I'm paying to be the boss. I pay the cost to be the boss. See, that's when the control mechanisms come in. Who you talking to? That's when you get that Ike look. You know how Ike had that look, that meme, when he look into the, what? Huh? Who you talking to? See, that's when that comes in. Now, can you do self-reflection by yourself? Absolutely. But if you're not doing self-reflection, being by yourself, i.e. single, is an escape. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, being single is a form of escape. If relationships, true or false, if relationships operate as the great Jiddu Krishnamurti said, and I believe so, because the universe is a giant holographic mirror. So if relationships operate as a mirror, where the biofeedback you get from your partner is your personal curriculum, being single because you're afraid to look at yourself is tantamount to dropping out of self-school. I know y'all ain't never heard it like this. I know. True or false, every marriage where there is a lack of self-awareness and knowledge of self, this is going to hurt, is virtually a situationship. Just because you got the ring. Can I get real with y'all this evening? Do you know that happiness, as gauged in marriage, tends to go down over the years? I didn't come up with this stat. Clinicians did. As a marriage goes on, for most people, the level of happiness goes down. Why is that? After that first year of, oh, baby, we did it. Joe, we did it. We jumped the broom, baby. After that year, and y'all get into the reality of what it is, happiness goes down. Why? See, just because you got married, first off, look up the etymological root of the word ceremony. Ceremony means symbol. Many of us have the symbols of togetherness, but we don't have what it symbolizes. See, a stop sign is a symbol. You ain't got to acknowledge that stop sign. Keep going. Consequences. Run the stop sign. There's consequences, right? But the word symbol and ceremony. Oh, man, a lot of times, man, we put so much emphasis on the ceremony that we forget that the ceremony must represent something. It has to represent something that we have with or without the pomp and pageantry of the ceremony. Are you single and lonely? How can you be with yourself and be lonely? If you're single and you're lonely, is that an indicator that you don't have a good relationship with self? Are you uncomfortable being with yourself? Huh? True or false? Being single can increase our devotion to our purpose. See, a lot of people don't want to hear the truth. For many people, your relationship is a distraction, right? Because of how you utilize it. Listen, here's free game right here. It's free information. You go into the relationship looking for ways to improve yourself based on the biofeedback, the reflective biofeedback you get from your partner. So every relationship you enter into, you should be looking for how am I going to respond? How am I going to react? What aspects of my darkness is going to show up? I'm going to be on the lookout for unknown aspects of my inner darkness to show up. I'm going to be on the lookout for what's wrong with me. Most people don't enter relationships like that. So they use relationship as an escape. Where we going tonight, baby? What we doing? Don't you know doing gets boring? I'm tired. I don't feel like going out tonight. Yeah. Doing gets boring. How many times have you been sitting in your woman's face and you've been thinking, Lord, I wish I had something to do. I wish I had somewhere to go. 1-800-920-1580. Call me and talk to me about how we have confused the single life. True or false? Regardless of if you're single or married, most people are simply not good at happiness. You're not good at being happy? Yes, I'm laughing, but I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. See, most people are not good at, listen to this word. Most people are not good at self-fulfillment. Most people think fulfillment is an outside job. Happiness, contentment, meaning, purpose. All of this is inside work. So ask yourself a real question right now. Is your partner your crutch? Are you looking to date a crutch? I'm just saying, low key, are you a user? Which is why you want a relationship. So somebody can take the weight. Ooh, I know y'all didn't want to hear this tonight. Oh, I know y'all didn't want to hear this tonight. Lord. Are you afraid of being vulnerable or loved by someone? Opening up is a cold piece of work when you live in an insane asylum. Oh yeah, America's insane. You got a dude that's 47 years old, about to drop a mixtape. Has never really developed who and what he's supposed to be doing, but latched on to the hip hop culture and felt like, you know what, if they can do it, I can do it. I'm finna rhyme at 47. Then you have a sister. I got 13 degrees. I've dated a dude, I dated an ex-con. I dated a mailman. And I feel like I deserve better. Look at the insanity that is proliferating throughout this world. Right? I feel like I deserve better. But wait a minute, you're divorced, you're 39, you got 4 children. What do you mean? Uh-oh. See? Huh? What? If I'm going to be in a relationship, it's going to be on my terms. Well, a relationship is about relating. It's not about dominance. 39 years old, young CEO, 4 children, divorced, 13 degrees. can't turn off her inner CEO. So she's got to be the boss of everything, even the relationship. Hey, you gonna be by yourself, honey? I know nobody wants to talk about this. I know this is a difficult conversation. But let me tell you, if you go into a relationship without going into self, without really working on self, without really dealing with you, The Art of War is a book about an internal battle. Even though over the centuries, many generals have taken its precepts and applied it to war. But really, The Art of War by Sun Tzu, that's about internal battle. You see, because the highest principle of The Art of War tells you the highest form of war is to not fight one. See, you ain't did the work. You're dating Florence from the Jeffersons. You trying to hire a relationship maid to come in and do the little dirty work in your spirit. But let me tell you, that's not how it works. See, your partner, whether married or cohabitating, when I come forward, I'm going to finish that thought. Lord, it's getting hot up in here. I know you don't want to hear it, but I'm going to give it to you the way I do. Hey! Feels so good. Single.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
We turned up. Everybody hit that like button.
I'm Kevin Brown, and here's the latest on the Black Information Network. The U.S. is topping a grim COVID-19 milestone.
Hey, look.
NBC News reports
If y'all appreciate the content, do like my sister just did, Miss JB. She dropped a 20 spot on the Cash App, on the Super Chat. Can everybody do it? Come on.
Is facing more jail time for violating his civil rights.
No profanity when you call in. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580, 1-800-920-1580. Call in. Hit that Super Chat. Show your love and appreciation for tonight's show, man. The channel. We need it.
The founding member of Grandmaster
Now let me hit you with this.
Furious 5 was convicted of fatally stabbing a man with a steak.
Let me hit you with this.
2017. That's the latest. I'm Kevin Brown.
I just got the inner office email.
BINnews.com.
And Tavis is getting ready to set up a streaming system. But it won't be for all the shows. I've got my own camera. I got a high-end camera. And I've got a switcher. The camera's 6K. I'm just in the process of looking for an intern to set it up. But they're going to have the lighting in here and everything. We're going to make it look real fly. But I'm going to broadcast still to YouTube. And I'm going to set it up to where the phones and all of that stuff goes through the camera. But I'm just letting you know that your donations, everything you guys hit us with on this channel is still going towards all of that. So support the channel, support the content, support what we're doing. I hope are y'all enjoying the show? Hit me with the fists. If you're enjoying it, hit me with the fists. Yeah, it's about to look real cinematic in here. And I've purchased a lot of equipment already. So we're going to try to make it look super, super fly up in here. I really hope y'all enjoying the show. But don't be afraid to throw us those twos and fews It matters.
A year.
You feel me?
If you're feeling
It matters, y'all.
you're not alone. Cal Hope offers free COVID-19 emotional support. Call 833-317-4673.
And I gotta say this.
At calhope.org
I want to
today.
thank each and every one of y'all because y'all making this motherfucker the #1 channel or the #1 show on the channel. It's y'all. You guys are doing that.
And for all KBLA Talk 1580 listeners, Made Men Soccer is offering free shipping on your first order with code KBLA.
Y'all doing that.
Google to locate all
Thank
Made
you.
Men Soccer channels, such as direct site, Instagram, or Facebook. And don't forget to like, follow, and share.
Yes, sir. Fight Night Elite, what up?
We're the host of the radio series.
According to MJ, what up? Yella Beezy, Rob B,
Our 100-year-old
Miss
guest,
JB, R Stubbs, DP. I see y'all in here.
right, Brian?
Lowell, what up? V Ness.
We've got history.
Everybody up in here. J Mees,
Smiles and
917.
redemption as we unearth some deep
Doc
dark
Watson.
secrets.
That sound like a motherfucking sheriff, nigga. It's Doc Watson, boy. You understand?
From
It's
our
a new sheriff in town.
100-year-old guests.
And his name is Doc Watson.
Tune
Hey,
into our podcast,
TMP.
KBLA 1580 app,
Richard Harper.
and weekend mornings.
Hey, come on, Stanley. I'm finna call this nigga Stan. My Uncle Stan is up in here. Now remember, 30% of this shit go to YouTube. So it really counts when everybody gets involved. DP, come on. 30% of this shit. So it counts when everybody gets involved. Let me give you an example. If nobody gave and only Stanley gave $4.99, in a day or two when that shows, it shows $2. They take 30%, like $2.50. So I'm thanking everybody for supporting, for rocking with a brother. What up, Jared?
These are things your family members should be protected from. Bed sores, falls, and dehydration are almost always the result of negligent care.
Here we go.
You trusted the healthcare provider to keep them safe. If the provider has broken that trust, it's time to seek outside legal help. The hospital and the nursing home should be safe places for your loved one. You've heard Zorn Basic on my show, and now you can get the help you need by calling Attorney Basic at the Basic Law Group.
That's dope. Doc Watson.
215-1234 or visit elderabuselegalgroup.com. The consultation is free, and if they don't win, you don't pay. That's 800-215-1234 to reach my friend Zoran at the Basic Law Group. The phone number, 800-215-1234.
Dominique.
elderabuselegalgroup.com.
You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Come on, man. Don't do this playlist like this. Come on. I want to know, are you single? Man, y'all don't know what I do. Hey, man, let it play a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason is live on KBLA. It's a party up in here. Man, don't be afraid to be by yourself a little while. Anything you're looking for externally can be discovered internally. And the more you fix you, the more you develop you, the more you cultivate meaning from within, the higher you begin to vibrate. And when you vibrate at a higher level, don't you understand that you attract that higher level to you? Why do you want to attract a problem? You knew you were a problem when you were out there saying, "Are you available for me?" You was out there looking for somebody. Man, the art of war teaches us to conquer one's self. If you don't do that, you got anger issues, right? You got communication issues. You know what you modeled. You know who you got it from. Hey, do a little research into John Bowlby's attachment theory and look at which one is your attachment style. Look up communication styles. And although not one of these styles are monolithic, we all phase in and out of these different communication styles. Which one is your summer home and which one is the house you live in all the time? You know what work you gotta do on yourself. But no, you want to put your best foot forward, which is a performance. You want to act the part, but you don't want to be the part. Not knowing by acting, you are actively infusing obsolescence into relationships. What is obsolescence? Obsolescence is a part of every product. This computer, it gets hot. There are updates. Your phone needs to be updated. Obsolescence, and they have two types. They have obsolescence, which is the natural decay of a product. Every product is designed to decay. But then they have planned obsolescence. When I bought my iPhone, the dude told me, "Yeah, you're good for the next 2 years." What? Yes, where there is fear in your spirit, doubt in your spirit, and you haven't dealt with your anger issues, you haven't dealt with your attachment style, you haven't forgiven your father for not showing up, you're carrying that into the relationship, and it shows up as relationship obsolescence. We got Nicole on the line. Nicole, talk to me, love, about being single.
Alright, so I was in a long-term relationship, like in a really long relationship for a while. We were engaged, the engagement got called off, I decided I was tired after just dealing with communication issues and decided to be alone, and I took a little personal vow of celibacy. And did that for about 4 or 5 years, and decided to try a couple of relationships after that, and they didn't work.
Do you know why? Do you know why?
Well, yeah, I do know why.
Tell us why.
I know why the one relationship didn't work, because the individual was very big on outside persona versus how he was with me when we were alone, when
So
realness.
So one way with you, and then one way out in the public.
Right.
What's your birthday?
That didn't last long.
Nicole, what's your birthday?
16.
Leo. Ooh, Leo. Yeah, you know that. Hey, Leo says, hey, I have a place, and you better know my place. And my place better be the same behind closed doors as it is out in the public. You acting funny? You done forgot my place in public, pimp? No. No, I understand the Leo vibe. First off, born on the 16th. The 1 precedes the 6. 1 is leadership, position, status. boy, you better know who you got. You better know who you dealing with. Don't get all lovey-dovey behind closed doors. Who you performing for? Nikki, don't make me pull you out here like this. Don't, don't make. I done got comfortable. Don't make me pull you out, Nikki. Woo. Lord have mercy. No, I get it. I get it. But let me ask you something. Did his behavior reflect any light on your feminine Leo ego? Talk to me, because that's what he was there for. That's what relationship is a mirror. That's all. That's what he was there for. You know I'm gonna get to it.
It showed me how much I want to be acknowledged. With my mate and, with others that I guess wouldn't even matter anyway. It showed me where my insecurities were.
Come on. And, so he was useful.
Yeah. He was very useful.
Yes.
He was useful without trying.
But it doesn't matter whether he tried or not. That's the purpose of relationship. Now, he's uncovered inner work for you. You do know self-acknowledgement trumps the acknowledgement you get from your partner.
I do know that. I do. Yeah, I live that.
I love it. I love it.
I know that because I live that.
Oh, I love it. I love it. In the name of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, that's the purpose of relationships. Sometimes we may want the person.
Sweet Baby Ray's, you come to
Sweet Baby Ray's is delicious. I'm just saying, sometimes people come into our lives and they may not be cornerstone relationships, which is a relationship that consistently gives to you over time. They might just be a stepping stone that's there to show you something about yourself.
Right. Yep.
And that's what happened. Well, Nikki, you Nikki now. Sorry. Nikki, thank you for calling in. Thank you for calling in and sharing. We appreciate your candor and your openness. Woo! Hey, when we come forward, I'm going to more callers. Don't make me read everybody. I'll read everybody. Call in and let me read you and see if you should be single or if you should be in a relationship when we come forward on the VOR.
More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
President Biden's top aide said
Yo, Lloyd!
make an exit from the administration.
Honors, Lloyd.
With your K Black,
Honors, Lloyd.
Cedric Richmond, who currently
Honors.
serves as a senior advisor to the President of the United States and as director of the White House Office of Public Engagement, will be departing from his White
Where
House
y'all at?
duties early May.
Let's get these phone lines lit.
To a new role with the DNC.
Give me 3 callers.
Build a strong Democratic Party, travel to raise funds and deliver.
I thank y'all for hitting the like button. Give me 3 callers. Let's go.
He will still be working closely with the White House and sister committees to protect and expand the Democratic majorities as senior advisor. KBLA, what do you think about this move? Let us know by following us on all social media at KBLA 1580.
I need 3 callers.
As parents, we've done everything possible to protect our kids from COVID-19, from using hand sanitizers to masking up. But now we have the most important.
Moderators, give out that number. I need 3 callers. Let's get these phone lines popping. We're the #1 show, for Christ's sake. Let's get these numbers going.
All58.com to learn more and find a vaccine near you. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
African American families are both resilient and multifaceted. With a master's degree in marriage and family therapy, African American Family Studies from Pacific Oaks College, you can pursue a career serving communities from any background and be further qualified to meet the needs of African American families. Experience an education that will prepare you to support this community. Pacific Oaks College. Experience that impacts community. Learn more at pacificoaks.edu.
If you live
I
in
need
LA
2 more
County,
callers.
you could be eligible for free internet. Call 866-298-1825 to see if you qualify for free home internet. Call 866-298-1825. Brought to you by LA County's Delete the Divide Initiative. 866-298-1825.
At Social Security, we are always thinking of ways to save you time and make things easier. That's why we created My Social Security. A My Social Security account allows you to access your earnings history and benefits information, request a replacement Social Security card, get a proof of income letter, estimate and apply for benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social
Live in 10 seconds.
account at ssa.gov/myaccount. Social Security. Securing today and tomorrow.
More of the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams right now on KBLA Talk 1580.
La da da da. Da, 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 da. And that was that. That's my mission. Got to handle competition. Smoke too many blunts. Hey! Woo! Hey, tonight's show cracking, y'all. The Voice of Reason talk about single life. Hey, lover. This is more than a crush, baby. Man, please understand, there are some challenges to being single. Fighting loneliness, right? Don't be single if you got a problem with being lonely. So look at how life reflects, man. So my ego says, I deserve. You deserve everything you're supposed to give yourself? Keep that in mind. So I'm going to stay single because I deserve a certain level. Well, why don't you have it? How come it hasn't found you? See, there's a wonderful book that I quote often. It's by Dr. David R. Hawkins, Power versus Force. Sometimes your deserving nature, I deserve this, I deserve that, is not in a power position. It's in a force position. So it's almost like you're holding yourself hostage. I'm going to wait until Jesus, the Jesus stork, drops him off. I'm going to wait until God gives him to me. No, you have to develop into what you want in order to magnetize it externally. So if you're single because you're holding yourself hostage from relationship because you feel like you deserve better, right? You're really a masochist. You're just hurting yourself, right? You want companionship, but you want it on your terms. That's typically not how it works. Don't you know, when you got into the relationship that you now hate, chances are you wasn't even looking for him. See how the universe works? You at Whole Foods, picking up a latte and some of their soup. You know they have some of the greatest. They got a wonderful soup bar. You over there getting one of them salmon chowder or something, and you over and you bumped into him, and the next thing you know, you guys hit it off. See, oftentimes relationships, when we're not looking, when we're not trying to force something, it happens organically. So now you holding yourself hostage, claiming to be a part of the single life. You're not really a part of the single life. You fronting. You fronting. You want somebody. When I come forward, more questions, more tips on how to make singlehood work for you.
The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings will disappear. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
The Institute for Diversity Certification.
We lit.
is all
What's our
about
time?
PDs, dedication, determination, and discipline. Learn more about our globally recognized.
Where everybody at? We had a phone call. He hung up.
Today by calling 1-800-983-6192. Again, 1-800.
We had the phone call. They hung up. Call back, goddammit.
As the #1 organization for certified diversity professionals and also certified diversity executive credentials, DiversityCertification.org will provide an opportunity for you to demonstrate dedication to the field, determination to make progress.
Where the ladies at?
To your process. Go today and learn more about the diversity certification system. Call 1-800-983-6192. Again, 1-800-983-6192. Or go to DiversityCertification.org. That's DiversityCertification.
KB.
The standard of excellence.
Thank you, brother.
Diversity.
Thank you, brother. KB.
Sharpen, you heard you shouldn't talk about
Honors KB, your car agent.
Last forever on my buns. Only super when I'm cleaning. Sharon's got my booty believing.
Charmin's Super Mega Roll is 6 regular rolls in one. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
KBLA Talk 1580.
90 seconds, 90 seconds.
KBLA Talk 1580, reminding you.
Yo, what up?
Rewritten.
BDS Colossal.
Is working to build a youth, family, and incarcerated people's movement to challenge mass incarceration along with race, gender, and class discrimination in the juvenile and criminal injustice systems on the county, state, and national level. They take on the massive lockup of people of color, widespread law enforcement violence, and corruption and consistent violation of young people's constitutional and human rights. The Youth Justice Coalition uses campaigns like Free LA High School, Know Your Rights, Legal Defense, and police and court monitoring to promote safety without relying on law enforcement and lockups. They focus on preventing system contact and pulling people out of the system. YJC.
The voice of reason.
Action, political education, and activist arts to expose and pressure the people in charge in order to bring about change. They advocate transformative justice and positive intervention behavior as alternatives to school suspension, expulsion, and arrest. To get involved, visit youthjusticela.org or call 323-235-4243. That's 323-235-4243. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 15.
Going straight to you, no music.
You can play music.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Man. People are afraid for things to fall apart. Things are going to fall apart. It's okay. Let it fall apart, y'all.
Everything you just said is bullshit. But you complaining about, I'm talking about the that's right. The people don't come because you bad enough motherfuckers don't play this shit they like. If you play this shit they like, then the people will come. Simple as that.
Hip-hop records are treated as though they are disposable. They're not maximum.
Wow. Let's feel it. Come on, man. Let me just say. Listen to these stats. Fighting loneliness, wanting companionship. It is believed that people who are single, they develop heart disease, right? Single adults are 5% more likely to develop heart disease than their married peers. Why? Because they don't want to be single. It's a heart issue, right? What do you mean it's a heart issue, Zoe? Well, in the chakra system, the heart chakra is in the chest area, right? It vibrates green. I think it's not ajna. It's I'll get the name. I'm old. I forget. But that heart chakra matters to the Yoruba people. That would be Ogun. Ogun controls matters of the heart. So of that stat makes sense to me. 5% of single adults or single adults are 5% more likely to develop heart disease than their married counterparts, according to a 2014 study of more than 3.5 million people presented at the American College of Cardiology. Again, that's a stat that's clear to me. You don't want to be single, but you're holding yourself hostage because you don't want to go through something you've already gone through. You don't want to relive something. And when you don't do the self-work, when you don't go to therapy, when you don't get a coach, when you're not actively trying to contain and control and understand who and what you are, you're just sitting out of the game. Relationship is designed to grow you up spiritually. Now, if you know anything about spirituality, it ain't gonna always be easy. That's why your married couples will tell you marriage is work. It's not easy. Man, you know how many people are not married to their friend? Do you know how many people are in relationships with people that are convenient, that have resources, that fit or fill a need? So many people out there dating relationship putty, relationship spackle. You fit this hole in my spirit. That's why they're discontent. That's why being single can lead to some type of illness, heart disease. But if you on the warrior's path, do you know that being single can broaden your perspective? When we come forward, we're going to Jesus Christ in LA.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Kevin Brown, and here's the latest on the Black Information Network.
Is that a real caller?
The grim COVID-19 milestone. NBC News reports the U.S. Jamaican million COVID-19 deaths.
No, some people don't want to reveal their identity.
Health officials detected the first.
But it's not an alien dude.
Right.
About 360 people still die every day from the virus. A former Minneapolis police officer convicted of killing George Floyd is facing more jail time for violating his civil rights. Derek Chauvin sentenced to between 20 to 25 years in federal court. Rapper Kid Creole is being sentenced after being found guilty of first-degree manslaughter. The 62-year-old Creole, whose real name is Nathaniel Glover, was sentenced to 16 years in prison for the murder of a homeless man in New York City. The founding member of Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five was convicted of fatally stabbing a man with a steak knife in 2017. That's the latest. I'm Kevin Brown on the Black Information Network and BINnews.com.
At In-N-Out, our hamburgers are made with the highest quality ingredients, made fresh and by hand, made with a smile, and made to order just for you.
Hi, I'm Tavis, Smiley. As KBLA Talk 1580 host, we never quite know where the conversation is going to go. But sometimes our guests really surprise us.
We just called to say, I downloaded your app while we were talking. It's a terrific app. I look forward to it. I'm enjoying your format and what have you. I will tweet it to my several 100,000 followers and call their attention to it as well.
If the KBLA 1580 app is enticing enough for our guests to download and share, you should download the app and share with your friends too.
That's beautiful.
So, download the KBLA 1580 app today and take us with you wherever you go. KBLA Talk 1580. We're now rocking with the best. We got a lot to talk about.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff? The child wasn't needed, and you still have to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How is that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I would like to kiss it. This okay? Roll up there.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed. Hit you with a bad patch routine. How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pisses when
Why can't you open up, brother? I'm a karate man. Karate man moves on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses. Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams.
Reason and accountability.
The voice of reason.
My time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason back in the building. We talking about it tonight. If you're just tuning in for the second hour, is the single life becoming sexier than the monotonous monogamy of matrimony? Listen, both models can be unfulfilling if self-work is not being done. Right? If you're not cultivating a deeper understanding of who and what you are and what you're about, whether you're single or whether you're in a relationship or a marriage with someone, will be unfulfilling, will be difficult. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that. A lot of people don't like, hearing this kind of stuff, but this is what it is. Relationship is for self-work. Now let's get these callers in here. Jesus Christ from Los Angeles is on the line. Talk.
Big up yourself, man. Jesus Christ is big up yourself, so we don't know.
What's happening, brother?
Right, man, me there, man. And I wanted to tell you, me looking at your question there. I'm looking at how you hit the alliteration with the monotonous and monogamy and matrimony and them song, right? So what I'm going to get at is it more the presentation of the single life versus the presentation of the married life? You understand? In society we live in, because it seems like men and enough people I know, they kind of think of marriage because we order as grandparent type of marriage. You understand? Where they kind of build a thing together and they fall in love and, understand they had each other back. Nowadays they call that struggle love. You understand? Nobody don't want to marry like that. They don't want to build nothing. They kind of want you to forget that thing and then come and be set up already. You understand? So it's almost like the marriage can be fun. You can still pop around kind of like you're single. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying, is it the presentation? Because the way society is presenting it, it's almost impossible to hold those core values and standards for marriage in modern times.
Hey, man, I agree with what he's saying. That's good stuff. Again, what looks better, a Yugo or a Audi S6? So oftentimes people will go get into a marriage because it looks like something, right? It looks like what, or watch this, it looks like normal. Like, yeah, we're doing good and this is what normal is. I'm educated, I got a good job, I got a wife, I got some kids. It looks right on the surface, but relationship is designed to perturb your spirit. That's really what it's for. And if you go in looking for ways to improve yourself, then relationship could be quite fulfilling. But you're absolutely right. The presentation is you've arrived if you're married, or listen to this, you're in control if you're single. Good stuff, brother. I agree, man. I agree with what y'all say. Man, I appreciate the call, man. Thanks for hanging on the line, man.
Big up anytime.
Yes, sir.
Go to the ballroom one time on Slauson, man. Check out one of we guys, Jamaican style. Yeah?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna come through there. That was good. I was worried. But he delivered. He delivered. Let's get Lisa from Virginia up in here. Lisa. Lisa, talk to me now. Have you done any work? Have you done any work while you were single? And did that work manifest itself while you were in relationship? self-work?
Well, yeah, I definitely have. I reflected on my past relationship to see what it is that I could change, or what was the reason why. And a lot of times with a relationship, it depends on what the Bible says equally don't, but religion and your view as far as what you're looking for.
But so can I tell you this? Equally yoked does not mean sharing the same ideas. Do you know how many people who have the same ideas, the same religious belief system, and still have conflict in their relationship? Equally yoked is really talking about spiritually yoked, which is energy, consciousness, and also the content of your consciousness. And the content of your consciousness is where you were raised, your religious belief, your educational background. That is the content of your consciousness, but it's also an energetic compatibility. It's a spiritual compatibility, right? I'm sure you've heard of something called a soul group, right? Exactly. Oftentimes when we meet people, they are a part of a larger soul group that are here to teach us different aspects and perspective around who we are.
Right, and the metaphysical realm is, sometimes they call it when you need a karmic, meaning that you have to learn a lesson from that past relationship.
Exactly.
And that's what I mean about reflecting about what happened and the lessons that you learned in that relationship. Because if not, you'll keep repeating the same pattern.
Right. Absolutely.
Of lessons.
Uh,
And also, I believe the game changer out there right now with COVID, people getting vaccinated and unvaccinated. So regardless of difficult time being single, when you throw that into the mix, that makes it even more difficult.
That's good stuff. I love it. I love it. Do me a favor, Lisa. Can you stay with me, because I want to talk to you more when I come forward? Stay with me, Lisa. When we come forward, more from Virginia with Lisa.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
If you live in LA County, you could be eligible for free internet. Call 866-298-1825 to see if you qualify for free home internet. Call 866-298-1825. Brought to you by LA County's Delete the Divide initiative. 866-298.
Jesus Christ, we get a lot of people calling in here cursing, bro. Don't take offense. You dig? Don't take offense. You were a great caller. You had great insight. But a lot of people throughout the week call in and curse. Willie Johnson, the show is on podcast. This show right here. All you got to do is go to Google Play or Apple Podcast and type in Zoe Williams' Voice of Reason. All of the shows are archived.
Talking to them about gun safety in your home is a good first step, but you can do more. Always keep your
Hey, man, I appreciate you, Jesus Christ. I appreciate it. And congrats and honors on that master's degree. Fam. I'm glad you're not taking offense. I'm just saying we got to be a little bit more diligent on the people that call in. But your call was great, man. We appreciate it. That's why I was surprised. It was great.
But if you've got an insurance question, you can always
respect, much respect.
They can bundle your policies, which could save you hundreds.
Oh, this treehouse looks like particle board. Yeah, there we go. I'm starting to doubt myself.
For expert help with all your insurance needs, visit Geico.
Can I get everybody to hit the like button? Why did everybody slow down on the super chat?
Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Minority AIDS Project is a California nonprofit organization.
Twos and fews go a long way, fam.
And other HIV AIDS-related support services free of charge to eligible individuals.
Oh, Chris's.
Regardless of age,
got you.
gender, ethnicity, culture, language, or circumstances, with a primary focus on the African American and Latino communities in Central and South Central Los Angeles. Minority AIDS Project is the first community-based HIV/AIDS organization established and managed by people of color. It was founded by Archbishop Carl Bean and the Unity Fellowship Church of Christ in 1985 and has been serving South LA ever since. To make a donation or access services, call 323-936-4949. That's 323-936-4949 or visit minorityaidsproject.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Let the first verse rock.
You already know. One more chance. One more chance.
First things first, I'm popping the freaks on the honeys, bunnies, label bunnies, those wanting money. With the mic, they don't get anything but penetration. Nasty smells like sanitation. Come on, I turn my door on. Hot, brown, purple, black, and ugly as ever. However, they put you down to the socks. Ready to rock, the drops. And my chair got me with the PC. Go creepy when they see me. Now the creep me in the TV. As I lay in the walls like Alan Coffin. Stop it. You're gonna make a profit. See my ones, don't see my guns. Get it? I told your friends, Papa hit it. Then split it in two. As I blow to Junior, Mafia, I don't know what the hell's stopping you. Rocking you, Versace, say, watching you.
Woo! Deeper and deeper. Yeah! Biggie! Rest in peace, Biggie Smalls. One more chance. Man, y'all don't understand. This is a real situation here tonight. Is it better to be single or in a relationship? I'm saying there are pros and cons for both. We were talking to Lisa from Virginia. Lisa! You gotta turn your radio down in the background, honey. Lisa. All right. So we were discussing what you learned, because that's what I wanted. What did you learn from that last relationship? I'm talking about not him, but you. What did you learn about yourself?
I learned that I want to trust my intuition, that divine within me, when it's telling me something, when it's warning me, to just take heed to that and listen to it. You know, that's what I learned.
That's one of the greatest sins women commit against themselves, is not listening to that intuition. Oftentimes a guy presents right, acts right, behaves right, makes the right moves, but women need to remember your intuition is directly connected to our intention. Haven't you? A person could be doing exactly what you want them to do, and you get that little presage in your soul that says, something's off. And when women ignore that, that's when they get into trouble many times. Not all the time, but many times, right?
Right. It's the red flag. It's the red flag, I would say,
But I would say,
warning you that, you know, if something is not right here, you have to trust that. I learned you have to trust that.
yes.
And when you go against that, that is when you start having problems.
So let's take this deeper. Let's go a little deeper. Because what's happening now is, in psychology and all of these other different fields, is mindfulness. And mindfulness is about self-reflection. So when you cultivate mindfulness, you can now make a distinction between insecurity and intuition. Oftentimes, for many women and men, fear is making the decision. Fear is making the choice. But when you start to cultivate mindfulness, now you're really connecting to that inner voice that everybody has. You understand what I'm saying? So I want to make the distinction because many people make a choice based on fear and not intuition, right? Insecurity is because I always ask women this question: do you know the difference between an emotion and a spiritual feeling? Do you see? The intuition is the spiritual feeling, that voice. Do you get what I'm saying? The insecurity is rooted in a fear, an emotion. Oh, I don't want to do that because if I do that, what happened the last time may happen again. And I don't want to have to go through that. You get what I'm saying? There's a difference between insecurity and intuition. Lisa, you were amazing.
Also, you want to look at the conscious level because I like learning about Black history, about knowledge and different information. But you were somebody that is basically not conscious. I might offend some people there, but if they're in Christianity or they're Jehovah's Witness, and you get into a relationship and you have to deal with that aspect of it. That again, what I want to bring up to real good, the Christian thing. So your mindset is on a different level.
You know what? You did offend some people because I know somewhere in the world there's a Jehovah Witness going, you know what? That you ain't finna talk about Jehovah like that. I'm calling it.
Well, I'm saying that because I was conscious and I got into a relationship where my intuition told me not to because he was a Jehovah Witness. He was not conscious. A lot of things that he wasn't, on the same level that I was on, and created problems and then it created relationships again. It ended up ending.
But this is why this is why I say mindfulness is so big because number one, there are no accidents in the universe. So and I can't speak for you because that's your direct experience. I'm just saying as an onlooker from the outside, if there are no accidents in the universe, let me explain what I mean by it. Science has come up with something called fine-tuning. Now, I wrote about this in my in my Shrouded Lighthouse book. Fine-tuning, right? And what that means is the universe is so perfectly, the cosmos, as they would call it, is so perfectly fine-tuned that now theoretical physicists and cosmologists are now starting to think, based off of the work of Einstein's cosmological constants, that the universe was planned. It didn't just happen randomly. It was planned by an intelligence that they don't want to say God because they're scientists. So the reason why I'm saying this to you is because maybe what you're calling intuition was really insecurity. Maybe you had to go through that relationship because I'm pretty much certain that you learned something after going through the relationship. Now, you said it was your intuition that told you not to, but you did it anyway, and you got something, didn't you?
Right.
What did you get?
I learned to trust it. I learned to trust it and to find somebody within your soul tribe, to find them on the same energetic, on the same energy for the level that you're on.
So you're seeing that the universe is economic in its movement. It doesn't waste anything. So there was no waste of time. There was no waste of anything because you got an understanding that, hey, I need to trust that voice. It's beautiful.
I need to trust that voice. And then now, being single out here, and you got this COVID and this people getting vaccinated and everything. So that's a game changer on a whole nother level now.
Right.
You said it was difficult before, and if you're conscious and that's the energy and that's the vibe that you're on, vibration that you're on, it's really difficult. Finding somebody that's, on that level.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Lisa. You done brought Virginia into the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. Let's bounce from Virginia to Michigan. Michigan is in the building. What's happening? What's up, bro?
Listen, I think that for far too many of us, what we fail to realize is that we are never not in relationship to each other.
Boom. Boom. Keep going.
Planetarily, universally, because last time that I checked, we all do the same. Okay.
Don't you curse now. You felt like you wanted to curse, didn't you? Don't do it.
Don't we drink the same water?
Yes.
We need to, okay. The reason I think a lot of us, including myself, don't want to be single is because we have failed to deal with the past traumas, and we need a distraction.
Mm-hmm.
We need a distraction. Love is so universal that we don't even recognize it. How don't we recognize it? You know that whether it's parental, whether it's relationship driven, if you look into the eyes of somebody that you love, do you realize it's been proven from my kids though that y'all hearts synchronized?
Mm-hmm.
Even on some, I gotta say, pause before I do it. When you see your boy, you dap him up, and he brings the stuff like, oh, that's right, dude, right there. When y'all looking at each other, your hearts are synchronized. Pause.
What? Hey. Hey.
Pause.
Hey.
Pause.
Hey. Knock it off.
Love is so strong, whether it's in a relationship or familiar, that if a partner or a child dies, folks die from a broken heart.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
That's all I'm saying. It's like, listen, love, we're swimming in love and not even recognizing it. Not limerence, but we're swimming in love. We've been so pushed off our square that we can't even recognize that we breathe in love, we drink in love, and synchronicity. And that's all I had to say, though.
Man, thank you, brother, man. I appreciate it. Let's go deeper. In my book, The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship, in Chapter 3, we talk about the cocoon space. See, when you're single is like recess in elementary school. That's where you go for recreation when you're single. When you're single, it's like summertime for basketball players. You go in the gym and you start working on your skill set. You start getting your stuff together. See, that's when you go in. See, the summertime for a basketball player shows up in the fall when the season starts. Being single is about self-work. Now, I suggest everybody get the book called The Art of War by Sun Tzu and apply every concept to relationship. You know how many wars you've had in your relationships? You know how many fights and conflicts you've had in your relationship? Apply this concept. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Apply that concept. See, I'm going to put you on to something now. Can you apply that concept? The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. How do you subdue your partner when y'all got conflict? Oftentimes, acceptance is the mechanism to subdue. the relinquishment of being right. Hey, it's not about me trying to be right. My point is not more valuable than yours. What I'm trying to do here is to understand where you're coming from better. Now, I'm not going to point out that it's your communication. It's my listening. In the study of neurolinguistic programming, they will tell you when you get into a conflict with somebody, it's not their fault. It's because you lack rapport. And you're supposed to go back and reevaluate how you listened, how you respond. Let me say it again. Can I say it one more time? The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Apply the art of war to relationships, people. Listen to this one. Listen to this one. If you know the enemy and yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. Apply that to relationship. What does that mean relationally? The battle is irrelevant. See, oftentimes when we get in a conflict, i.e. a battle, what do? We're looking for victory. I want to show you that you're wrong. You wronged me by trying to say I'm wrong. So I'm going to show you that you're wrong. Do you see? Do you see? If you know the enemy and you know yourself, what does that mean? The enemy, Krishnamurti, the enemy is you. So knowing yourself is equivalent to knowing the enemy. This is how I'm going to show up. This is my weaknesses. This is how I'm going to show up. I know y'all ain't ready for this kind of talk. I'm finna go deeper when I come forward. More from the art of war.
More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
I'm Kevin Brown, and here's the latest on the Black Information Network. The U.S. is topping a
No, it's not.
milestone. NBC News reports the U.S.
Tit for tat.
COVID-19 deaths.
One-upsmanship. You say something, I say something. You do something, I do something. You disrespect, I disrespect. That's tit for tat.
A former Minneapolis police officer convicted of killing George Floyd is facing more jail time for violating his civil rights. Derek Chauvin sentenced to between 20 to 25 years in federal court. Rapper Kid Creole is being sentenced after being found guilty of first-degree manslaughter. The 62-year-old Creole, whose real name is Nathaniel Glover, was sentenced to 16 years in prison for the murder of a homeless man in New York City. The founding member of Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five was convicted of fatally stabbing a man with a steak knife in 2017. That's the latest. I'm Kevin Brown on the Black Information Network and BINnews.com.
At In-N-Out, our hamburgers are made with the highest quality ingredients, made fresh and by hand, made with a smile, and made to order just for you.
Hi, I'm Tavis, Smiley. As KBLA Talk 1580 host, we never quite know where the conversation is going to go. But sometimes our guests really surprise us.
Let me just close with saying I downloaded your app while we were talking. It's a terrific app. I look forward to it. I'm enjoying your format and what have you. I will tweet it to my several 100,000 followers and call their attention to it as well.
If the KBLA 1580 app is enticing enough for our guests to download and share, you should download the app and share with your friends too. That's beautiful. What you say? So, download the KBLA 1580 app today and take us with you wherever you go. KBLA Talk 1580. You are now rocking with the best. We got a lot to talk about.
The more we learn about COVID-19, the more questions we have. The biggest question now, what's next?
Hello! Ha-ha!
6 months, a year. If you're feeling anxious about the future,
I know a lot about the good brother Bobby Hemmett. His work is amazing.
COVID-19 emotional support. Call 833-317-4673.
Bobby Hemmett's work is amazing.
.org today.
I am
Nicole Franklin.
And I'm Bryant Monte.
We're the host of the radio series Before You Go.
Are we cooking, y'all?
Before you go, because there's no time like the present.
Listen, if y'all not gonna call in, at least hit the super chat.
What a gift.
We have 80 and 90-year-olds.
Hey, brotherhood, manhood, fatherhood. Get your copy of The Shrouded Lighthouse, my latest book, released October 5th, 2021. Can I get 20 copies sold today? Come on, y'all. 20 copies sold today. Can we do that?
From sports to the silver
Just
screen.
click that link. Brotherhood, manhood, fatherhood. He just put the link in there.
On the KBLA 1580 app.
And listen
If you're not gonna call,
at 5 a.m.
support the channel.
At 6 a.m.
on KBLA Talk 1580.
If you live in LA County, you
Can we get that?
for free internet. Call 866-298-1825 to see if you qualify.
Now y'all want to be quiet. Y'all not gonna respond.
298-1825.
Talk to me. Can we get that?
Delete the Divide Initiative. 866-298-1825.
To show you how easy it is to file a claim with Geico.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
Oh no, a tree fell on my car, and there's only one thing to do. Trip over my own feet and pull myself across the lawn while yelling help at a barely audible volume. Sorry to interrupt, but you filed a claim with Geico, so you've got a designated claims team.
Yes, sir.
Geico sounds suspiciously reassuring. Are you
Come on,
getting
Haru.
surprised with an unexpected twist? Just that your Geico team will always be there to keep you updated. What is it? Oh, nothing. I just didn't see that coming. Geico. Great service without all the drama.
Did you know running your dishwasher every night with Cascade Platinum actually saves water?
Saving water with the dishwasher.
It's true. An Energy Star certified dishwasher with Cascade Platinum uses only 4 gallons of water per cycle, while a running sink uses that every 2 minutes. Every load saves water.
Saving water with the dishwasher.
So do it every night. Run your dishwasher with Cascade Platinum. The surprising way to
Save water.
The Institute for Diversity Certification is all about the 3 Ds: dedication, determination, and discipline. Learn more about our globally recognized diversity certification program today by calling 1-800-983-6192. Again, 1-800-983-6192, or visit diversitycertification.org. As the #1 organization for certified diversity professionals and also certified diversity executive credentials, diversitycertification.org will provide an opportunity for you to demonstrate dedication to the field, determination to make progress, and more discipline to your process. Go today and learn more about the diversity certification system. Call 1-800-983-6192. Again, 1-800-983-6192. Or go to diversitycertification.org. That's diversitycertification.org. The standard of excellence, equity, diversity, and inclusion.
More of the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams right now on KBLA Talk 1580.
Your mic's hot.
Hey, hey. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason has returned. We was getting deep, man. And I want us to talk about these things. Sometimes women who are on that independent stuff are hardened by society. I depend on me. I don't need you. Huh? No, that's not how this works. Don't let the toxicity of the world we live in harden your heart. Please, please, let's follow this. Are you guys hip to the Tao? The Chinese pronunciation is Tao. D-A-O, Tao. In America, in the West, we say Tao, right? Written by Lao Tzu. Listen to what he says. And I'm telling you, you take the art of war, you take the Tao, and you apply it to relationship. Men are born soft. and supple as babies. Dead, they are stiff and hard. Plants are born tender and pliant. Dead, they are brittle and dry. Thus, whoever is stiff and inflexible is a disciple of death. Whoever is soft and yielding is a disciple of life. The hard and the stiff will be broken. The soft and the supple shall prevail. See, the clinicians and psychologists and psychiatrists will tell you the highest functioning relationships have supple beliefs, pliable beliefs. They are not concretized, but fear, ego, unhealed trauma calcifies, concretizes standards, principles, beliefs. I'm gonna hold myself hostage until Mr. Right shows up. I'm gonna be independent until somebody who deserves me shows up, somebody who is worthy of me. You're not even worthy to do your own work. You're still in Disney time, thinking that Walt is going to send you the prince. But the prince is wearing a mask. He has the mask of a prince on, but he's really Billy Goat's Gruff. He's under that bridge. The soft and the supple shall prevail. Do you understand? Lao Tzu, Tao Te Ching, simplicity, patience, compassion. These three are your greatest treasures. Simple in action and thought, you return to the source of being. Patient with both friends and enemies, you accord with the way things are. Compassionate towards yourself, you reconcile all beings in the world. Lao Tzu. Do you see? Many of us are just not self-compassionate. We're not self-approving. We're not self-accepting. This is why our self-esteem takes a ding when somebody says, I don't like you, or when we're rejected. You are, listen to me. You are born as a self-filling cup. But somebody programmed you to believe that you need to be poured into. Oh, I know y'all didn't want to hear it. Listen, this is why the single life don't work for you, or the married life, or the relational life. It don't work for you because you're discontent with self. You think someone else is the liquid to fill your cup, when in fact you are born as a self-fulfilling cup. First off, what somebody else has to pour into you can't fit, because your cup runneth over. You're just unaware of it. You're unaware that it's already full. Lao Tzu, Tao Te Ching. Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is power. Let me just say, at this stage of my life, people get mad and be arguing with me. I just go inside. Going inside of my spirit is like walking into my house and closing the door behind me. Let me just, that's you. That's on you. You got the issue. Why? Back to Krishnamurti. Do you know you've never really heard anybody? You've never really listened to anybody? Do you know that? Do you know why you've never really listened to anybody? Because what you've been through is your spiritual stenographer and interpreter. What you've been through is your King James. sitting there translating everything somebody says. I wonder if he meant that. I wonder if this is what they mean when they say that. It matters too much to you, doesn't it? Back to Krishnamurti. You want to know what my secret is? You want to know what my secret is? My secret is I don't care what happens. I don't mind what happens. Wherever there is fear, there is a minding of what I hope it work out. Ooh, I hope this thing is not like the last thing. I hope huh? Are y'all listening? Does this resonate? Lao Tzu, The Art of War. Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. What does that mean? What does that mean? You ain't got to strong arm the truth. The truth does not need a spokesperson. This is why I tell my son, stop explaining. I had to learn to stop explaining. You can't explain to an unwilling ear. You can't explain anything to a resistant ear. Oh, but here's that external pursuit again. I need to be heard. Ooh. Ooh. Hey, do you? Do you really need to be heard? See, let's do it another way. Prayer is asking, supplication. Lord, please help me. I'm talking to you. Lord, can you come through? Lord, I need you this time. Lord, can you show up, Lord? Lord, I need it, Lord. Meditation is listening for the voice of God. The voice of God comes from within. When is the last time you just sat still? Jesus said, peace, be still. Sit in your stillness. This is what singleness is for. Sit in your stillness. Listen. Don't beg. Don't supplicate. Listen. God speaks in many mysterious ways if you listen. When we come forward, more on this lesson between singlehood and companionship.
The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Earth Day was Friday, April 22nd. California leaders are now
Content too good.
Maisha Cairo here with your K Black Minute News.
Content is too fucking good. It's 100 people in here. If 100 people gave $2,
and why now more than ever, communities of color need to be engaged.
That would make this an exceptionally successful day.
And record heat waves, California leaders are
Two.
these issues.
If 100 people gave $2,
$1 million budget to mediate the effects of drought. About $8.25 million.
hit that dollar sign at the bottom of the super chat. The twos and fews go a long way.
Around the weatherization of California homes in low-income communities.
Hey, Andy, can you close this door right here? Thank you, bro.
And on illegal dumping.
I was just picking up the conversation a little bit. No worries.
Water and getting the lead out of paint and home. That's your K Black Minute News.
Somebody bought a shrouded lighthouse.
Overweight, underweight, depressed, or stressed?
We got one.
Are you battling a chronic illness and seeking a natural way to detoxify?
Yeah! We got a book sale. DeMarco Holloway. Let's go. DeMarco.
In peace. There is a lot of information out there about COVID-19 in kids, so it's important to share the facts, not the virus.
While COVID-19 vaccines
S. Montgomery! Yeah! Yeah!
share the facts, not the virus. Talk to your child's doctor or visit myturn.ca.gov to find a vaccine near you. Brought to you by
Yeah, man, I got the book notification, Rod.
LA County, you can be eligible for free internet. Call 866-29.
Yeah! Nzinga! Yeah! 30 seconds! Hey, what record?
I love our kickball league. I love playing that heavy now that we found love. You know what I love?
Arrive when it's time to head out. If you see a buzz warning sign,
D. Rich!
buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I love your car. Is this real leather?
You want some more? More. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Your mic's hot.
What are we gonna do with it now? Ladies and gentlemen, it's a party up in here. Hey, hey! The voice of reason back in the building. The overweight lover. Now that you've found love, what are you going to do with it? Phone lines is cracking. We got a heavy, heavy topic going on right now. You dig? Is the single life becoming sexier than the monotony of monogamy and matrimony? Being single frees up your schedule and your mind, creating space to figure out who you want to be and ways to achieve that. There's nobody else around you demanding your attention, so you get out there and you become that person. Attached people tend to live in relationship bubbles. Let me just say this. No matter what, self-work is going to be a part of it. Whether you're single, 2 seconds, 2 minutes, okay. Excuse me, sorry. Whether you're single or you're with somebody, it's going to be a struggle. Let's get Jam from LA. Let's say it again, Jam. Oh, J-E, Jim, what up, what up, what up? I am alive and well. In here, turned up.
It is a really good show. It's super, super good. There's so many pros and cons. One of the things I was hearing when you were speaking about the single life. Is it a freer life? Is it a better life? I am single. I've been single for, I guess, the last 3 years, and I was in a relationship 3 years prior to that. If I'm honest, I probably was in it for maybe 2 months of the 3 years, because within those 2 months, the mirror came out. Now, before I was doing the work, I had no idea it was a mirror. It was an odd experience, because I'm like, yo, what's going on? Everything's so perfect. 1 minute, you can finish the call. Lady hit the screen. So, after I just fast forward, just because I want to talk about the relationship, it just didn't work. I didn't blame this individual because I learned about doing the work early. So instead of blaming this person, I immediately went inward.
Mm.
Almost towards the thought. I was always like, oh, it's me. It might be me because this is what the person was telling me. So I was already forcibly doing the work.
Right.
Because that's what was being told to me. In the midst of me doing the work, I found out that it wasn't necessarily just me, but it was a reflection, pulling something else out of me that I thought wasn't there, or that I knew wasn't there. I knew it wasn't there. But when it showed up, I'm just like, wait a minute, if I attracted this, it's not him. There's got to be somewhere down in the line that's me. And I started realizing what you had me call. Listen to me. You got to hear me. I'm not being heard. I'm not being, that mindset. And then I started playing back. Did I do that before? Where did that start? Where did that come from? And then all the way back down to my childhood. Like, I wasn't being heard. So I pulled out stuff. He just became a reflection of my mother and me in this childhood relationship. Of what I wasn't getting in that space. Once I was able to recognize that and target that, the freedom that it came from, being able to not make somebody else guilty for that experience that I was presented with. To be able to heal myself in that experience, to be able to be free and lovingly, honestly, unconditionally say, okay, I got this. I understand this now. And walk away with freedom. When I decided to do that, my life opened up tremendously.
Wow.
Start popping. My glow, my skin. I even did some petty Betty shit.
Oh, no. See? And you was doing good.
So pulling it back. I did some petty stuff. And I said the picture of me now versus me in a relationship, and it is a total different person. Like, and all I did was heal within.
Well,
I didn't do any major facials or anything. I really just did the work on myself about what was not working. Why did I allow this? Why did, what was I doing to allow this to be?
So, Jim, you done took us all the way to break. When we come forward, we appreciate your testimony. When we come forward, we're going to go to Huntsville, Alabama.
He's on fire tonight.
We're live in a minute.
Williams exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
The one we wasn't worried about.
Running your dishwasher every night with Cascade Platinum actually saves water.
Saving water with the dishwasher.
An Energy Star certified dishwasher with Cascade Platinum uses only 4 gallons of water per cycle, while a running sink uses.
Hey! Bohemian Star!
So do it every night. Run your dishwasher with Cascade Platinum.
The show is almost over. If you're going to show your love, you better do it now.
Going straight to you, 30 seconds, no music.
Music. I want music. Music.
Funding to keep you and your family in your home.
Hey, if you're going to support now. This is the last 4 minutes. If you're going to, do it now. Twos and fews until we're gone. Let's see if we can get it cracking right now. Twos and fews. Come on.
More of the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams right now on KBLA Talk 1580.
Don't you know? A relationship produced this hot record. The song is called The Worst. Hey. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason back in the building. Another heater. Let's get our final caller in here. Damien from Huntsville. Yo, Damien, you gotta keep it brief, brother. It's gotta be brief and no profanity, fam.
I got you, brother. And thank you for supporting everything that you do. Well, see a couple of records real quick. I'm married and sick.
I've been going on 15, 16 years now. It's been a roller coaster, and every day I wake up, one day it's, I wish I was, and then one day, I'm glad I'm not. And I see a lot of things that a lot of my single friends go through, and they are cautious. They do have a lot of money. They do have, a lot of investments and things of that nature. And they're, doing really good things, but at the end of the day, I think they're a little miserable because you still, at my age, 40 years, you still doing the shuffle with, women and stuff. You get old. So I think you just kind of sometimes you just got to take a chance and get out there and find somebody that works, good for you and try to, do your due diligence and be as a good listener as you can.
Thank you, brother, and I appreciate the call. Thank you for hanging in there with me, bro. Good stuff. Let me just say this, man. Sun Tzu, The Art of War. Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win. Listen, you went to war when you went to school. You went to war when you fought to get your degree, when you fought your way up the corporate ladder. You went to war, and then the real war started. Relationships. Defeat yourself, and then go find love. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Stay tuned. The fire got set. My brother, Danny Morrison, and, of course, Robin, when we come forward. Hey, Mr. Stewart. Yes, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But I love you. Man. Hold on. Stay with me, y'all.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
Stay with me, y'all. Come on. Danny Morrison, it's on you now, bruh.
You know we're gonna go. We're gonna take the baton. We got you. We're gonna win this race.
I already know y'all got it.
We win the race every night. You
Yeah.
lead off, man. You just come in. Actually, Donna Michi and the ladies are the lead off.
Yeah. Mr. Stewart, thank you, sir. Hey, good show, guys.
Always.
I appreciate y'all. That was a heater right there.
Hey, so you gotta remind people about the app too.
Oh yeah, I do. My bad.
Hey, did we figure out who that was on that shirt? Where was that on that shirt? The person we were trying to identify. He's got the same shirt on. Maybe you know.
My guy. No, that's Prodigy. He had a hat on, right?
Right here. Is that him?
Yeah. Who is that guy?
Who is that? So.
Where? Right here?
Yeah.
Who's dude right here?
It looks like Drez from Black Sheep.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Stewart. Thank y'all, man. I hope y'all appreciate today's show, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all did y'all thug thizzle. Y'all called in. You hit the super chat. You showed your love. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. I'll see y'all here tomorrow with another slapper. All right? Deuces.